Welcome, listeners, to the WION podcast. Today, we're looking at something pretty fascinating happening right above us.
Yeah, definitely. SpaceX just had another launch, didn't they?
They did the 10th one, actually, for the U.S. National Reconnaissance Office, setting up more spy satellites.
Mm-hmm. But these aren't quite like the huge, older spy satellites people might imagine.
Exactly. This is part of what the NRO calls their proliferated architecture. It sounds a bit technical, but it's a really big shift.
It really is a major change in strategy. For years, the thinking was fewer but incredibly powerful satellites.
Yeah.
Very complex, very expensive.
Right. Like one amazing telescope in space.
Sort of, yeah. Now, the approach is different. Many more satellites, smaller ones. This 10th launch just underlines how serious they are about this.
Okay, so lots of smaller eyes instead of a few big ones.
Mhm.
What's the core idea there? What's the advantage?
Well, think about it. More satellites mean you can look at the same spot on Earth more often. That's the revisit rate. Much faster updates.
Ah, okay. So more current information.
Exactly. And you get broader coverage, too. You can watch more places at once. Plus, this is key, it makes the whole system tougher, more resilient.
How so?
Well, if you have hundreds of satellites, losing one or two, it's not catastrophic. The network can still function. If you only have a few big ones, losing one is a much bigger problem.
Right. Like spreading the risk. Makes sense.
Precise.
Now, there's been some speculation, hasn't there, about these being like modified Starlink satellites, SpaceX's internet constellation.
Yes, that's a really interesting angle. The NRO hasn't confirmed it, of course, but if they are leveraging that kind of commercial tech,
It could mean faster deployment,
yeah,
maybe cheaper.
potentially yes. Using an existing mass-produced platform could definitely speed things up and maybe lower costs compared to building everything bespoke. It also gives us clues, maybe, about what they can do, imagery, signal gathering, stuff like that.
And the secrecy around it all. SpaceX cut their launch feed early at the NRO's request.
Yeah.
That always adds a layer of, intrigue.
Standard procedure for these national security launches, but yes. It definitely makes you wonder about the specific capabilities packed into these potentially modified platforms.
It's a clear signal, though.
Yeah.
This move to a proliferated setup.
Yeah.
It's about wanting more eyes, more places, more often. A response to how complex things are globally now, I guess.
Absolutely. It's about agility, resilience, and just sheer coverage. A real evolution in space intelligence.
So wrapping up then, we've got this recent launch, another batch of these smaller recon satellites heading up. It's all part of the NRO's big strategic move towards a larger, more distributed space network.
Offering potentially faster updates, wider coverage, and a more robust system overall.
And that mystery surrounding the tech, the possible Starlink connection, it just makes this whole evolving strategy pretty compelling to watch.
Definitely one to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for more such intriguing stories to come.